When I try to start my car, it has some brake light on. The brake pad is end of life now. First thing first, since we are going to replace brake pad, that means new brake pad will push up the level of this fluid, brake fluid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna unplug this. Use a bunch of towel like this and cover this so that it doesn't overflow. Hopefully this will catch every overflown brake fluid. And so I got the new parts. Here's the two of the rotor disc and a pair of brake pad for the rear side. And I got the brush set. Let's remove the wheel. Okay. Yeah, hold the other side. And we're gonna release this nut. Cool. Perfect. Alright. There we go. Yeah, if you look from the back, there should be bolt holding this entire the caliper bracket. So I'm just gonna release this too, up and down. And I'm going to release this guy. 245, but still feel a little big. Okay, this is T50. Fairly good grip in my opinion. Yeah, it works. Let's clean up a little bit. Also, we can clean this up too. Kind of strange, you still have a lot, but this side is almost done. Some crack, and you know that may trigger some. Let's take out this bracket as well. You can kind of compare how worn out the previous brick are. So I think it was fairly good, about good time to replace. On the right place. This goes for outer. It looks like we have to paste some grease. Yeah, this is the Silly Glide that long time ago I bought this, and way back to 2017 when I first went to Virginia. Still looks pretty good. No, don't touch the pad. It's supposed to be moving back and forth slightly, so it's good to have a little look. We don't want to seize this, so consider just like a typical anti-seize. Okay, now we are installed. The 4 bolts orthogonal, they are for wheel nuts, so the only one is with some tab. That's on the hub. And I'm just going to use this bolt. I probably want to a little bit wipe it out because it's so slippery. One thing I forgot to clean up is this one. It already looks pretty clean. The grease seems to be still new. Reinsert this after further little bit lubricating. Pretty good. And let me take a look for the bottom side as well. This one again looks pretty new. For example, using brake cleaner, I just didn't have to do that, so I can save some towels and I don't really have to mess up the floor yet. Start this. I don't know, manual didn't really specifically talk to this, but I saw some guys actually doing this to simply prevent some noise from the brake. So I'm just gonna slightly cover this. Yeah, that's M16, actually 16 millimeter. Brake caliper to wheel carrier M10, that's gonna be 48 foot-pound. 8. Probably from the back. Yep, quite a tough. And this is another 48. Yep, this kind of shape. So for most of the case, the rear brake requires this kind of tool so that we can rotate clockwise to push the piston back in. In my opinion, it rotates pretty good. It's always good practice a little bit, wipe it around, some dust surrounding the seal, so that we can prevent any potential rupture. And finally, I'm just gonna give a little bit more loop, back and forth. Just think of this is for protection. That was pretty smooth. Perfect. Let's try to do it. Bro, it's perfectly fit now. Yeah, I think it's well done. Now all I need to do is secure these two bolts. Put some towel, and I'm just gonna use these blue thread lock. Okay, through this hole. Cool. And for the bottom one as well, this one. Okay. This is 26. Okay, 26. Now all I need to do is just replace this one. I will show you later. This is the sensor. I'm just gonna take off and trying to disassemble this inside. And here, this clip was attached to this arm, so I can simply take off. And if you look into very inner, you can easily take off. And if you look very inside, there must be white and yellow stuff. Yeah, that blue one and inner than blue one should be white one. That's something we want to take out. Let's take this out. Cool. Now this is the white one and we have to disconnect that one. You can also take off this inner wall by releasing one single bolt. Let's take out this bolt. Now I slightly bent this, and now we have plenty view, better view in terms of the blue and white. This white one, there's a clamp. Yep. This is how you should be able to take out. Since this is disconnected now, put the blue one inside instead. Right, let's put the new sensor in exactly the reverse order. I'm just gonna install this, try to fit that direction. Cool. I believe this wire has to go behind. We had this clamp, so I'm just gonna engage with this clamp all together, and we can put this in somewhere. This clip was attached to this arm. Okay. Maybe place here and here. Finally, this one goes to here. The brake pad slit so that you can insert this. Should be click a little bit. And finally, the sensor will be held by this bleed valve cover. Yep. Okay, I think it's good to go. So let's reassemble. End of the day, all you need to do is just make sure to close this chamber. It appears to be this close captured all the overflown brake fluid. So all you need to do is just to wipe it out, push this guide back. Don't forget to close this lid for the brake fluid.